If you're struggling with digestive issues or just gut health problems in general, then in this video I'm going to share 4 super useful tips that you can use immediately to improve your digestion and your gut health. The best part of it, 3 of them are free and 1 of them is very, very cheap. So let's get started. Number 1, we've got to make sure our body, or more importantly our nervous system, is in the right state for eating. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, there's 2 parts of our nervous system that are involved here. One is our sympathetic nervous system, which is where we pump adrenaline and cortisol to get us into that fight, flight, freeze state. So if someone comes to attack you or there's a whole bunch of stress suddenly, you're going to go into that sympathetic state. But we want to be eating when we're in our rest and digest state, which is our parasympathetic state. So how do we get there? Well, deep breathing is a really easy way to slow everything down and transition from sympathetic to parasympathetic, and also not trying to eat on the go or when there's stress. So we want to make sure we sit down and take our time with our meal, do 2 minutes of deep breathing before it. I know it sounds silly that how could breathing help my digestion, but trust me, if you do this routinely, it will make a huge difference, especially if you've had a stressful morning. Maybe your boss is a jerk and has yelled at you. Maybe you had a deal fall apart, your kids are acting up, you argued with your spouse, whatever it is, that deep breathing before you eat is going to help. And also make sure that you're not trying to do 7 different things while you eat. If you're reading something or surfing social media, don't read Twitter arguments that are going to get you all fired up. You want to be in a nice relaxed state while you eat. You will digest your food that much better. Number 2, another thing that's going to help with digestion is chewing our food for longer and just more slowly in general. 2 reasons that this helps. Number 1, the more that we break down food in our mouth and let the digestive enzymes in our mouth get to work, the less our stomach has to work, so you're going to have far less digestive issues. It's also going to mean that you'll eat slower, which gives your brain time to catch up because it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to know when we're full. Hey there, if you're struggling with gut health, I just wanted to let you know about my free Facebook gut health support group. You'll see it on the screen here. Just click the link and you can join that. We cover all sorts of more in-depth tips on what testing to do, how to deal with underlying biotoxins, things like that. So jump in the group. I'd love to have you in there. Anyway, back to the video. And ideally, we only want to eat to 75–80% full. So if you scarf food down really quickly, you're not going to feel full. 20 minutes later, you're going to feel gross. You're going to have all sorts of digestive issues. Your stomach's going to stretch. You're going to get pain and bloating and all that mess. So by chewing our food for longer, it's going to force us to eat more slowly, which is going to help. And we're going to break down our food better. Number 3, don't drink too much liquid before or with your meals. Now, this doesn't mean don't ever have any liquid. You might need some water to wash some stuff down, or you might like a glass of beautiful red wine with a steak or something like that. But don't drink too much, because the more fluid you have in your stomach, the harder it is for your gut to digest food. So keep that for sipping with it and have the taste and all that kind of stuff. But if you're eating, you want to predominantly have your stomach breaking down food, not liquid. Then the 4th thing that's going to help, the one that costs a tiny bit of money, is 20 to 30 minutes before you eat. If you're having digestive issues or heartburn or reflux or anything like that, either take digestive enzymes like betaine hydrochloric acid is a good one, or just any straight digestive enzyme from a good quality nutrition company, or just some apple cider vinegar. That's also going to help. You can also have some lemon in water half an hour to an hour before you eat, because that lemon will start turning on all the processes as well. But just whatever aid is going to help your body digest if you're already having those problems. So that's 4 really simple things you can do. Some deep breathing to get into the parasympathetic state. We can chew our food more slowly, which is going to break it down better before it gets to our stomach and help us not overeat. We're going to drink less fluid, and you can take an aid before you eat, like a digestive enzyme or apple cider vinegar. So if this is the kind of information that's useful to you because you suffer with gut issues, then hit the subscribe button on my channel, because basically all I talk about is gut health and chronic health and how the gut drives all our health, good or bad. So if you want to learn more stuff like this, or the best supplements to take, or just other tips, or what science is out there right now, I try and cover all of it. That's what you'll get if you subscribe to the channel. I release at least 2 videos every week, so you don't want to miss out on those.